this year I've not done any upcycle like I did last year. Last year I did many upcycles. So today I've decided that I'll do an upcycle with this pair of pants. I love these pants so much, but they're becoming a bit too tight for me. So I'm going to upcycle them into a skirt. So let's see how it's going to turn out. So this is how my pants look like after cutting. They are no longer pants, they are a skirt. So this is my skirt after cutting, and it looks nice. Like I could upcycle this with I could take it to the tailor and have it sewn over here. But then I'll also need to shape this part because there is this extension that you can see here. I'll need to shape that part. So I'll just get my pair of scissors and mark the place where I'm going to cut, because I'll need to remove that piece. So at the front part I'll cut over there, and then at the back I'll also need to mark. So right here, this extends. So let me see. So I'll need to cut around here. Right there. So now I'll just cut so that these parts are straight. We need to make them straight. And then we'll get to crocheting. I'll also need to shorten the pants, the skirt. It's too long, as you can see. So I'll need to take the measurements, my full length measurements, and then after that, I'll cut the bottom to make them shorter, to make sure that the skirt fits well. So let's do that. this is what you need to do all around the seams, or is it all around the parts where we've cut off. So as you can see, I started from right here, then I worked all the way to the fly parts, then I went down to the bottom part of the pants. I got to this point, this is the bottom part, then I worked there, then I went up at the back part of the pants all the way down to the bottom, and I'll just show you how I'm working these. So I've already done everything. I'd already done to the end, so I had to unravel so that I can show you. Now you need to make sure that the length between your stitches is the same, like 1 centimeter, but it should not be too wide. So I estimated mine. I did not measure, but I would advise that you measure in order to get something that's accurate. But if you can work with like me without measuring and still get something perfect, that's quite okay. So what you do is go onto the pants, then grab this yarn, put it below the sewing machine and pull through. So insert your sewing needle into the pants, get the yarn, put it below the sewing needle and pull through. And this is what you're supposed to get. So we get in these loops. That's the effect that we want to create. Then I'll go into the next part, get the yarn, go under the needle and pull through. Just make sure that you're not tightening too much. Then the next one over here, the yarn under the needle, then pull the needle through. So the last one will be over here. Do the same thing. Then pull through. And now for the final part, we just need to connect to the other side. So right here, I'll just connect with that loop on that other side. Then I'll find a way of weaving in this end, or just do a knot and cut it off. But make sure that you're doing the knot on the wrong side of your skirt. It's a skirt now, it's no longer a pant. So I'll do a knot like that, tighten everything, then I'll cut the thread or the yarn like that. So now this is what we have. So now we're going to work the extensions over here, the extension that we're going to attach in the middle, at the back and at the front. I had measured and found out that my extension should be like 5 inches apart. I don't want the skirt too tight, because when it's too tight, it's going to have an issue at the front. Like walking in it will be a problem since it's a maxi. So I'm going to make sure that the width of my crochet, whatever crochet extension, whatever crochet patch I'm going to work will have a width of 5 inches. So I'll start with a stitch, then continue increasing until I get to 5 inches. So let me show you how to do that. This is how my patch looks like. So we have, I did the upper part with half double crochets, then the lower part using the mesh stitch, the double crochets and the chains, and it has a length of, let's see, I made it to a length of 30 inches right there. And this is the length from the fly all the way to the bottom of the skirt or the pants. Let me show you. So this is the length from right here to the bottom part, which is also 30. So let me show you how to work that patch. Get the yarn and start with a slip knot, then chain 2, 1 and 2, then yarn over, go into that first chain, insert the hook and pull up a loop to get 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through the 3 loops to complete a half double crochet stitch. Chain 1 and turn to begin row 2. So row 1 has just 1 stitch. Row 2 we're going to have 2 stitches. So we're going to yarn over, insert the hook into this stitch and do a half double crochet, yarn over, insert the hook into the same stitch and do another half double crochet. So we have 2 half double crochets in row 2, chain 1 and turn to begin row 3, yarn over in the first stitch, place 1 half double crochet, in the second stitch place another half double crochet. So we have 2 half double crochets in row 3, chain 1 and turn. We're going to increase in row 4, so we're going to have 2 half double crochets in the first stitch. So that's 1 and 2 into the same stitch. Then the second stitch will get 2 half double crochets, 1 and 2. So row 4 has a total of 4 stitches. Chain 1 and turn to work row 5. In row 5 we do not increase, so we're going to place 1 half double crochet in each of the stitches for a total of 4 half double crochet. So in the first stitch 1 half double crochet, 1 half double crochet into the second stitch, into the third and into the fourth. Chain 1 and turn to begin row 6. Row 6 is going to be an increased row, so we begin with 2 half double crochets, 1 and 2. The middle stitches will each get 1 half double crochet, so the next stitch will get 1 half double crochet, the next one will get 1 half double crochet, then the last stitch will get 2 half double crochets for that increase at the end. So we're increasing at the beginning and at the end. So 1 and 2. After increasing, the next row will have no increase. So row 7 we chain 1 and turn, and we place just 1 half double crochet into each stitch. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th one will be in the last stitch right there. Now the next row, which is row 8, we chain 1 and turn, start with an increase and end with an increase. So 2 half double crochets into the first stitch, then 1 half double crochet into each of the middle stitches. In the last stitch we place 2 half double crochets. Then this is how we're going to work until we get a total of 20 stitches. So the next row is a row with no increase. Chain 1 and work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The next row will have 10 stitches, the next one will have 10, then after that we'll have 12, 12, 14, 14, and so on until we get to 20 stitches. So let me keep working my increases in alternate rows, and I'll meet you once I have my 20 stitches. So these are 8. We're going to turn and increase at the beginning, then at the end. I've gotten my 20 stitches, and this is a row of increase. I've not worked the one without an increase, and that also means that I have 20 rows, which is a length of, let's see, so this is a length of 7.1 inches. So if you want this part of coverage longer, you're going to do more rows with the half double crochet stitches, but without increasing, because that is the last row of increase. Now in row 21, we want to get an odd number of stitches because we have 20. We need to increase in one of the stitches in order to get to 21. So I'll increase somewhere in the middle. So chain 1 and turn, work 1 half double crochet into each of the stitches. Then you can select any random stitch in the middle and place 2 half double crochets into it so that we get the 21. I'll increase in this stitch, so right here I'll place 2 half double crochets, and then all the other stitches will just get 1 half double crochet. Make sure not to miss the last stitch. So now I have 21 stitches, so I can start working my mesh rows. But if you want this solid part that has coverage, you can keep working more rows. Or maybe you don't want the mesh stitch, you can keep working with just half double crochets until you get to the length that you need. So now I'm going to chain 3 and turn. After turning, I'll start in the second stitch. I'll yarn over, insert the hook into that stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 to complete a double crochet. Chain 1, yarn over, skip the next stitch, work into the one that follows, place a double crochet, chain 1, yarn over, skip, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, yarn over, skip, double crochet, and repeat till you have 2 stitches remaining. So right here I'll chain 1, yarn over, skip this stitch, work into this one, place a double crochet, then without chaining go into the last stitch and place the last double crochet there. So we have 2 double crochets at the beginning, 2 double crochets at the end, no chain at all. Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and turn. Start in the second stitch, place a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, double crochet into the stitch that follows, chain 1, and double crochet. So at the end, we're going to have the chain, double crochet into the second last stitch, then double crochet onto the chain 3 without chaining in between, like that. To begin row 3, we're going to chain 3 and turn. Then we start on the second double crochet, place a double crochet, chain 1. So row 3 is going to be, row 3 of the mesh rows will be the same as row 2. So just a double crochet into each of the previous double crochets, separated by a chain 1. Make sure that you have 2 double crochets at the beginning and 2 double crochets at the end. So now just keep repeating row 2 until you get to the full length of your patch. So in this case, I did a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, and 35. So 35 rows, 35 rows of the patch, of the mesh rows. So this will be the part for the back side of the skirt. For the front part, we'll work it differently. And so once you're done with the first patch, put it aside. That's the back patch. Then we're going to get the second one, and you're going to work until you have 4 rows of the mesh stitches. So mesh rows. So this is the 4th row, and this is the front patch. We're going to work it differently. So let me finish this row, then I'll show you how to go about it. We're going to have a slit at the front. So at the end, I'll have my 2 double crochets. Then I'll get a stitch marker. Count these spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So the 5th one is the middle one. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. Get the middle. So I'm going to mark this right there. Then I'll chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and turn. Then double crochet into the second double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1, double crochet next, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1. Then we have this double crochet over here. And then in the space where we've marked, we're going to place 1 double crochet. And that is where row 5 of the mesh rows on this side will end, because the slit is going to be in the middle. Then I'll chain 3 and turn. After turning, we start in the double crochet, the second double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1, double crochet next, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the second last double crochet, and then double crochet into the chain 3 without chaining in between. Then chain 3, turn, double crochet into the second double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1, double crochet next, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, then the 2 double crochets at the end. And now we'll keep repeating until we get the total of 35 rows, or the number of rows that work for you. So I'll keep going with these rows till I get to 35. So now I'm in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm in the 7th row. I'll keep going. I have the 35 rows on that side, so at the end I'll chain 1 and cut off the yarn, pull it through and fasten. Then I'm going to start the other side from the stitch marker. Just make sure that you're on the side where the stitches are visible. So on this side you can see these stitches, but they're not very visible from the other side. So we're starting from here. We don't need the stitch marker anymore. So get the yarn, start with a slip knot. Into this chain 1 space, we're going to slip stitch to connect the yarn, and chain 3, which will be our first double crochet in row 5 of the other side. Then the second double crochet will be on top of this double crochet over here. Chain 1, double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1, double crochet next, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, and then the last 2 double crochets, 1 and the second one on the chain 3. So chain 3 and turn to begin row 6. Start in the second double crochet, chain 1, double crochet next, chain 1, double crochet onto the previous double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, then in the chain 3 at the end, do your last double crochet there. Then from here everything is the same as all the other rows, so just chain 3 and turn, work the next double crochet, chain 1, and keep going for 35 rows, or the number of rows that you did in your other panels. So let me keep going. I'll be back once I have my 35 rows. So this is after the 35 rows on the other side. Now we're going to do a single crochet border all the way round. We should have done that with the piece that goes to the back panel, but we can always do that. So from here, I'm going to chain one and turn to the edge, and I'm going to place two single crochets in every double crochet row. So 1, 2 in the first row. The second one will get 1 and 2, then 1 and 2. So I'll keep going with 2 single crochets in every double crochet row till I get to where the half double crochet rows begin. I'm done with the double crochet rows. Then on the half double crochet row, the first one I'll place, in the first one I'll place a single crochet. Into the next one I'll place 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet into the next one, the other one gets 2 single crochets, then 1, then 2. We're going to alternate 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets in alternate rows till we get to the top. At the top, in the very first stitch right there, we're going to place 3 single crochets. So 1, 2 and 3, so that we turn to the other side. When we turn to the other side, we'll start in the next half double crochet row. We place 1 single crochet, then into the next one we'll place 2 single crochets, then 1 single crochet into the next one, 2 single crochets into the one that follows, then 1 single crochet, then 2, and continue till you're done with the half double crochet rows. After we're done with the half double crochet rows, we're going to move on to the double crochet rows, and right there we're going to work 2 single crochets into each one of them. that's my those are my 2 single crochets in the last row. Then in that corner I'll place 2 more single crochets in that space, 1 and 2, so that we turn to the other side. Then I'll work on top of the double crochet, place a single crochet into the chain 1, a single crochet on the double crochet, on the chain 1, on the double crochet. We're just repeating, so we have the last 2 double crochets here. So in this last stitch I'll do a single crochet there, then turn. When I turn, I'm going to place 3 single crochets in that first row, so that will create a corner, 1, 2 and 3, and I'm working over this end just to weave it in. So now we're doing a border on this part of the slit on the inside. So we're just going to place 2 single crochets into each of the double crochet rows. Notice that I'm working over the end just to make sure that it's hidden. The last row here will get 2 single crochets, and then we'll just turn directly to the other side and place 2 single crochets onto that other row on that other side. And now from here I'll work over this end and work all the way to the bottom part. At the corner, I'll place 4 single crochets, 2, 3, and 4. Then I'll have a single crochet on the double crochet, single crochet on the chain 1, single crochet on the double, on the chain 1, on the double crochet, on the chain 1, on the double crochet, chain 1, on this double crochet, and on the last double crochet. Then I'll slip stitch into this stitch where I started, chain 1, and leaving a long end, cut off the yarn and pull through. So this end is what we're going to use to sew this panel to our skirt. It's no longer a pair of pants. So this is how the front part will look like with the border and everything. For the back part, you're going to do the same exact thing, only that you're not doing the middle part. So once you get to the end over here, you're just going to chain 1, then start with 2 single crochets in this first double crochet row. Then everything else is the same as with the border that we've done for the front panel, only that when you come to the bottom here, you'll just finish on this end because we're not going through the middle like with the front panel. So go on, work your back panel. I'll be back to show you how to attach the panels to the skirt and complete it. I have my back panel ready and I've already cut off the yarn. So I'm going to get the darning needle and some stitch markers before I start attaching. Let me get like 3 stitch markers. I'll start by attaching the back panel. So just get my skirt over here, then I'm going to have the panel over here. I'll get a stitch marker and mark the top stitch over here and the stitch in the middle right there, like that. Then let's see which side we're supposed to start with. So now here we are. Right there. I get the yarn, the darning needle, I put this yarn through, then I'll get this first stitch over here and the bottom stitch on the pants right there, and I'll sew them together. I'll just go back there one more time just to secure it. Then now I'll work to the top. Now as I work, I want to make sure that my work is well aligned, and that is why I need stitch markers. So just align the work and mark. So I can have my first stitch marker over here, or the second one right there. Then the other one will go somewhere here. Right there. And make sure that you're sewing from the right side of your skirt, not the wrong side, but the right one. Everything on the right side. So now I'll just join all the way to the top. It doesn't have to be stitch for stitch, because I'm sure the stitches that are on my trouser are not the same number of stitches on the panel that I've made with crochet, because I was not counting. I did not want to go through all that counting, but as long as you align your work correctly, it's going to be perfect. So on the panel, on the crochet panel, you're going to work stitch after stitch, but on the pair of pants, you might find yourself repeating some stitches, which is quite okay. So just align your work and keep going all the way to the top. So this is how it's going to look like. So I'll keep going and I'll meet you at the top. I'm at the top, so I'll just turn to the other side and do the same exact thing that I've done on this side. So right here, keep attaching as I go down. You'll also need to mark on that other side. Just align your work and mark. But first, this is how that part looks like after attaching. So I'll get my stitch markers. I'll start by marking at the bottom. I'm at the end, so right there I'll work the corner stitches, then go back into them again. Then I'll just go to the wrong side and weave in this end on the single crochet stitches. You can make a knot before weaving in the ends just to secure everything. Then cut off the end that remains after weaving in. So this is what we have now on the back part of our skirt. So there, let's see what we have. So I'll get the front panel and I'll attach it the same exact way. So you just need to turn to the front side of the skirt, get the front panel, place it over here, and then you know the sides that need to be attached. Align the sides, attach them, that side, then attach this other side, and it will be done. So this part I'm going to do off camera, then I'll be back. This is how my skirt looks like after attaching the two panels. I like the front part, although not too much, but the back part, I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. So I'm going to remove that panel that I've attached at the back and do something different because it feels too wide. I feel like I should just join without doing any extension at the back part because it's too wide. It's too wide for my liking. But the front part is perfect. I could close it up completely, but first let me see what I can do to the back part to make it look better, and then we can see if there's something we can do to the front part. But this one, it's flopped. I really don't like it. I feel like the skirt will look much better if I sew everything together like this, and then maybe I can have slits on the side. But let me remove that back part and see how it's going to turn out.